Welcome to another thought-provoking edition of Let's Talk Politics on Naija Anchor News, where we dive deep into the most pressing issues shaping our nation today. And today's topic is nothing short of explosive. Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, wife of late Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, the revered leader of Biafran session during the Nigerian Civil War, was just appointed as Nigeria's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on November 4, 2024. It's a decision that has set off waves of both excitement and resentment, especially within the Igbo community. Now, let's take a moment to understand why this appointment is so significant. Bianca's late husband, Ojukwu, wasn't just another political figure. He was the face of Biafra, the man who led the fight against the Nigerian government he viewed as oppressive and neglectful towards the Igbo people. For years, his memory has inspired Igbo youth and older generations alike to keep pushing for autonomy, even secession, due to what many see as continual marginalization. And yet, here we are, just over a decade after his death, and his widow now holds prominent seat within the very government that he fought against. This situation presents us with a multitude of questions that go straight to the heart of Igbo identity, loyalty, and the ongoing struggle for equality in Nigeria. First, let's talk about the reaction from certain Biafran loyalists.
Remember, Ojukwu was the one fighting for Biafra, and now the wife is working with Tinubu. How do you see that move?
Okay, anyway, this is politics.
Okay.
Politics is mostly in Nigeria. It's a game of smartness. Maybe he did it to buy her favor, so that he will not agitate for anything that has to do with Biafra.
Many of them see Bianca's appointment as an outright betrayal. Out of all people, out of all Igbo people, is Bianca the wife of former Biafran leader Ojukwu. They believe that her acceptance of this ministerial position is a slap in the face to Ojukwu's legacy, and everything is due for. Imagine the widow of your leader, the widow of a man who fought so hard against marginalization, now working within the system, the same system he defied. Can her acceptance be seen as a silent message that the fight for Biafra has lost its legitimacy? Or is simply her way of trying to change things from within? These are the burning questions on everyone's mind. But perhaps the real question is, was this appointment a genuine attempt to bridge the gap with the Igbo people, or a cleverly orchestrated political move? Think about it. Bianca's presence in the government could shift loyalties within the Igbo community. Those who support her might view her as a symbol of progress and integration, while others could see this as a tactic to weaken the Biafran struggle by drawing prominent figures into government fold. After all, if the wife of Ojukwu can be a key player in the federal government, why would anyone else need to fight for secession? There is also this complicated battle of Nnamdi Kanu, the current face of Biafra's struggle, who has been detained for over 8 years. Despite both court rulings for his release, he remains in detention, fueling the belief among Igbos that the Nigerian government is actively working to silence the movement. So, in this context, Bianca's appointment has sparked even more skepticism. Is the government really interested in reconciliation, or is simply trying to neutralize the Biafran curse? This situation leads us to another dilemma. Should Bianca have accepted this position? Some might argue that as a public figure, she's entitled to chart her own course and push her vision for Nigeria. But others feel that by joining the government, she's effectively alienating those who still hold on to Ojukwu's dream of a Biafran nation. To them, her acceptance seems almost like a concession that the struggle is over, that the Nigerian state has, in the end, triumphed over the Biafran curse. What's also worth noting or considering is how Bianca will navigate this role. Will she advocate for Igbo interests? Will she push for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, or will she simply fade into the background, taking orders without challenging the status quo? Her every move will be scrutinized by those who once held her as the queen of Biafra, and any perceived compromise could quickly turn her supporters into critics. Ultimately, we are left with a fundamental question: does Bianca's appointment mark a turning point for the Igbo people in Nigeria, or is just another chapter in the complex and contentious relationship between Biafra and Nigerian state? Could her role in government lead to true progress, or is a strategic move by the federal powers to divide and conquer? This appointment may either become a bridge toward reconciliation or a symbol of deepening division. One thing is certain: every move Bianca makes as Minister of State Foreign Affairs will be a litmus test of where her true loyalties lies and what her late husband's legacy means to her in this evolving political landscape. So, viewers, what do you think? Is Bianca a bridge between the past and future, or she has betrayed the Biafran curse? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's talk politics and let's keep this important conversation going. See you in the next video.